Welcome once again to Sinbin Stream. Today we have NHL doubleheader hockey action. We start out with the St. Louis Blues in St. Paul, Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Wild. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're ready for some hockey. Oh, brother, it is slow to kick in on my tablet, but there we are. Let me welcome everybody in the chat. If anybody shows up on Twitch, if I could. My goodness, is it slow? Huh. All right. Well, no worries. Now we're set. Let's check the audio. Yep, good on Twitch. All right, gotta fix the chat real quick on my tablet, and then we'll be set. All right, just back from commercial break. Is this their first home game? That's the first question. All right, we're good. Because there might be, they might be honoring the, Quinn Hughes, Boldy, and Olympians. Well, all right, no starting lineups yet, but see the goalies are in net. Yeah, I think they're honoring. Oh, all the Olympians, not obviously just the U.S. team. Hello, Sinbin Admin. Thank you. All right. A little pee-wee hockey player brought out the flag. The son of somebody from the 1980. No, grandson of somebody from the 1980 team. And now they're honoring the gold medalists, I think. Again, they had Boldy, Faber, and Quinn Hughes. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, I'm blanking. If the Wild had... I know they had those three. All right, well, let's take a look at the rest of the league action. We do have one final. That's right. The Penguins curb stomped the Knights 5-0. We will bring you Flames Ducks after this one. Panthers Islanders is available on ESPN. We'll start doing ESPN network games soon. I think Thursdays that I'm doing the doubleheader, that one, and I can't remember I think Sunday maybe too. And then in the other two games in progress, Teravainen, another Olympian, his 11th of the year on the power play from Bertuzzi gives the Blackhawks a 1-0 lead in Utah over the Mammoth. Still 16:01 to go in the second. Excuse me. And the Jets, thanks to Morgan Barron's 8th from Tanner Pearson and Kopke, lead the Sharks 1-0, 15:31 to go in the second. Yeah, so Boldy, I missed Quinn Hughes. So yeah, Faber, Boldy, and Quinn Hughes are your gold medal Olympians. Did they have another? No, it was those three. That's what I thought. Wait a minute. Did Faber... Hold the phone. Did Faber switch numbers? All right. Are we going to... How long are we dragging this out? Yeah, I was going to say, Erickson Eck is 14. Bold is Faber. Yeah, Faber's still 7. Okay. I wasn't sure I saw 7 out there. All right, it'd be nice to know who the starting goalies are. Projected, it's supposed to be Hofer against Gustafsson, but it's just projected. Oh, Parayko might be scratched for back spasms for the Blues. Okay. No, they're still honoring other people now. A Marine Sergeant. Oh, Guardian of the Game. Okay. All right, well, if it is Hofer versus Gustafsson, Hofer's 13, 11, and 3. 2.87 goals against. 0.897 save percentage. And 4 shutouts. Incredible. And Gustafsson is 21, 9, and 6. 2.6 goals against, 910 save percentage, and he has 3 shutouts. So between Gustafsson and Wallstedt, they have 7, and Hofer and Binnington combined for 5. So yeah, Binnington's really on the trading block. Maybe Montreal will be interested. And yeah, we'll see what happens before the trade deadline. The trade deadline, I think, is it the 13th? Is it Friday? No, hold on. I looked it up earlier today, and I've already forgotten what it is. All right, 1 second. I'll put it in the chat before I forget. Oh, we finally got the... Man, I cannot type. My thumbs are too fat or swollen. Old age. All right, March 6th. Oh, okay. Wait, March 6th, that's this Friday. I knew it was Friday. I just had the wrong Friday. All right, it is Hofer versus Gustafsson. So I already read those numbers off to you. That is what the goalie matchup is today. I think I spelled Gustafsson close, maybe not correct. Oh, it's double S. Gustavs, yeah, double S. All right, underway. All right, the Wild are in green, going right to left. The Blues in white, left to right. Dump in. And Quinn Hughes has it. He brings it to the blue line, pass ahead into the near circle, into the slot, tipped into the far circle, tipped into the far corner, now into the near corner. Somebody lost a stick. Blue line keeper for Quinn Hughes. He gets it right back after a blue line pass. Shot. Glove save. Hofer, no, does not hang on. Puck is loose into the far corner. Shots are 2-0 Minnesota. And into the far corner, the Wild take it behind their own net. That's Quinn Hughes to the far side. Faber plays it up. And it's taken down the far boards to the side of the net, and Hofer steers it around the near boards. Under 19 minutes to go, first period. All right. Dumped in to the near corner. Wild skated out. Pass to the far boards. Eriksson Ek tried to connect with Boldy. Taken away by the Blues. Both teams getting line changes. Picked up by Kyrou. Sent in and then countered. Hunt sent it up the far boards. And it's taken by Tucker behind the net. Into the near boards. Blues clear it. And that's far enough and whistled for icing at 18-11. Bon, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, Hughes with a pretty good shot, and Hofer, I don't know if he got interfered with, but he couldn't get the glove on it or hang on to it or freeze it. All right, the Blues dumped it in after the faceoff win. Wild send it to the far boards. It's picked up, and they send it to the neutral ice. Far boards again, now tipped into the near boards, and a dump in. Played behind the net by Hofer. That was Toropchenko who dumped it in, I believe. Blues dump it in from the red line. Off the stick of Dvorsky. Oh, Dvorsky's 54. That's right. He wore something different in the Olympics. Pass into the far boards by the Wild, and now the Blues take over. Blues getting a couple changes. Pass to the near boards. Mailleux, M-A-I-L-L-O-U-X. I'll have to look up how to say that. I think it's Mailleux. Near circle shot was wide. Nice rip by Thomas, but not on goal. Although they did just give the Blues a shot. I don't know, maybe Gustafsson got a piece of it. All right, skated out by the Blues once again. Thomas to the near boards. Near corner, Snuggerud behind the net to the far corner. Picked up by Falk. Behind the net for Thomas. Into the far corner. At the blue line, near circle. Taken behind the net. Far circle. Passed by Broberg. Shot was wide into the far corner. Under 16:20 to go. Whoops. Opening period. Whistle at 16:17. I think the Blues were offsides. Now the shots are evened up at 2-2. All right. We got a little bit of sunshine poking through now. Blinds are open just a little bit. All right. And we get a false start. Yeah, the face-offs in the... Yeah, they kicked out a Wild player from the draw. Just outside the Wild neutral defensive zone. Quinn Hughes got the... And they sent it up to Kaprizov towards the net. A glove save, but he did not hang off. Kaprizov by himself just went right around the defense. Good shot on goal, but didn't score. But pretty good chance. But good save by Hofer. All right, behind the St. Louis net. Now it's Quinn Hughes keeping it in. Sends it behind the net. Pass is taken away by the Blues, and Kyrou sends it ahead. And finally, the Blues carry it in the far boards to the far circle. Pass to the near side, skated into the near corner. That pass is blocked into the near corner. Under 15 and a half to go. in the opening period. Wild send it behind their own net, up the far boards, and just out to neutralize. Taken away again by St. Louis. Mayu pass and to the red line. Skated in. Now pass to the near circle. I think that's Dvorsky. Yeah. Sends it behind the net. Into the near boards. And we got a whistle. It got tipped into the netting, I believe, above the glass at 14:52. 3-2 the shots, Wild, but still no score. Yeah, Kaprizov had the best chance of the day so far. All right, we're waiting. Eriksson Ek wins the faceoff against Thomas. No, he doesn't. We're going to redo it. Oh, boy. All right, one more try. Maybe two. We'll see. Usually doesn't get to 4. All right, faceoff. And it's sent out of the zone. The Blues will track it down in their own defensive end. Fowler behind the net. And Mayu tries to get it out. Now it's at the red line. A dump in by Fowler. It's into the near boards. Wild trying to dig it out. It's kept in at the blue line. Long shot and saved and held on by Gustafsson at 14:29. 3-3 are the shots. Knee. I don't know. The sun keeps going in and out of the clouds. Maybe I do need to turn the light on in here. All right, face-off in the near face-off circle in the Minnesota zone. And they just kicked Dvorsky out of the draw. And they missed the face-off. Wild take it around the far boards. Well, I guess they didn't get it out. The Blues didn't have to tag up. Now it's cleared right in front of the Wild bench. Battle for the puck. That would be Tucker. He was battling. Who is that? Into the near boards, though, for the Blues. Right in front of the penalty box. Puck is loose. Dvorsky couldn't get it. Wild tip it into the O-zone. Sent out. Picked up at the red line. Blues skated into the O-zone. Far circle. Takeaway. Blues. Now Wild sent it ahead. This might be icing on the Wild. It is. So no media timeout yet at 13:37. Oh, the lighting? Yeah, gotcha. Thank you. No penalties, no goals. 3-3 shots on goal. All right. In the Wild defensive zone, in the near circle, won by the Blues. That shot was wide of the net, into the far boards. Rebound into the far circle. Toropchenko had it, and now the Wild send it out. All right, they just counted another shot for the Blues. 13. Come on. Into the far corner. Sent around the Minnesota net. Actually, it's right behind it. Sent up to the far boards. Now it's in the near boards. Sent around again. Behind the net was Sundqvist. He's battling in the far corner. Faber has it now. Pass off the near boards to the red line. Picked up by the Blues. That is Buchnevich. And skated in to the near boards. Pass gets away. Sent out by the Wild. And drop pass to the blue line. Shot from the top of the circle. It was wide. Rebound came almost all the way out. Blues quickly ahead. Lose it at the blue line, though. Going the other way is Minnesota. And they center it, but it gets through. Drop pass, back to the point. Blue line, wrister was wide of the net into the near corner. And the Blues send it out. Wild got a couple changes. Now the Blues getting wholesale changes. And Fowler tips it up the near boards. And it's taken out. Oh, dumped back in as the Blues finish up their change. And Snuggerud sends it to the defenseman. Pass to the near board, sent out and into the O-zone. Behind the net. Wild get it. Quinn Hughes sends it ahead. It's knocked down at the neutral zone. Eriksson Ek had it taken away. And the Blues send it up and out to the neutral ice. And now that gets knocked right back into their own zone. All right, pass, far circle centering pass deflected away by the Wild. Faber has it in front of his bench, and he knocks it back. Looks like Quinn Hughes, I think. And a dump in by Minnesota. Played behind the net by Hofer. They knock it to the neutral ice, but it's picked up again. Quinn Hughes with a pass. I guess he's out there with Middleton. Yeah. Now I see Middleton's out there, number 5. And sent around by Hofer, but kept in. Quinn Hughes to the far corner. No, now taken away. If the Blues hustle, they got an odd man rush. 4-on-3 to the far circle. Wild get back. I don't know if that was a shot on goal. In the slot. Now back to the blue line. A long shot wide. Into the far corner. And, well, still along the boards. And now skated out by the Wild. Briefly into the O-zone for the Wild, and then dumped right back in by the Blues. Behind the net. Played by Pitlick. Now the Wild bring it up the far boards. He took a shot away from the Wild. Blues have it again. Now they skate it out. It's Mayu with the puck, and it's taken away by the Wild. Long pass ahead to Eriksson Ek. Dumped around behind the net by Sturm. Both teams trying to dig it out of the far corner. Now it's closer to behind the net. Sturm sends it behind the net. Centering pass gets knocked into the near corner by Fowler. Fowler passes it. It's going to be skated out to the red line. And, turned over by the Blues. And the Wild have it behind their own net. Under 9:10 to go. We're due the under 14 and under 10 media timeout. Dump into the near boards. Kaprizov missed it, but he plays it behind the net. Now he has it in the far boards. Tipped away. Blues going the other way. Quickly, 2-on-2. Centering pass towards the net. I don't know. That must have been a good save by Gustafsson. I don't know how the Blues didn't cash in with a goal there. Maybe they didn't pull the trigger. And I think the puck finally went into the crowd in the near side of the O-zone for St. Louis at 8:38. No score. Shots are 4-3 Blues. Blues have been dominating the action. The Wild dominated early, and then the Blues settled things down and have carried the action. Oh, 3-0 Blackhawks. Teravainen and Foligno, and they haven't indicated who scored the third yet. Jets still 1-0. Just 2 more games today. 5:30 and 7 Central. Penguins all over the Golden Knights in Pittsburgh today. Seeloff's got the shutout. It was not Jari. Make sure this is live. Okay. All right, 1 second. It's getting dark. All right, I think that's a little better. All right. We are back. I'm back from commercial. All right, that should help enough, I think. Oops, I forgot to put the... Pardon the noise of the headphone cord. I didn't hang it over the mic holder. All right. To the side of the net, the Blues tried to send it to the far boards. Wild send it out themselves. St. Louis has it in their own end. Blues in the far circle, sent behind the net. Tipped, taken over the red line. Crossover, far circle, sent into the far corner. And let's see, taken by the Wild and dumped in. Behind the net. Into the far boards. Well, Wild did nothing. And into the near circle. That was a pass from Quinn Hughes to Boldy, and it must have gone wide. We're still stuck on 4-3 shots. Quinn Hughes in the near boards. That pass is deflected. Blues nearly knocked it into the slot, but it's sent out and dumped ahead. And I think that's Zuccarello in the far corner. And now it might be Hartman. 38 and 36 out there. It's sometimes hard to tell the difference. Zuccarello. And it's, well, Wild still keep it in. Quinn Hughes shot. It's in the right outside the crease. Rebound not on net and clear down the length of the ice by St. Louis. Apparently tipped. No icing call. All right, long pass up the boards. And Hofer plays it behind the net. The Blues send it up the boards. Pass to the far circle. Shot was... That may have been a save by Gustafsson, but... Yep. Well, they haven't said 5-3 yet on NHL.com. We'll keep an eye on it. Still 4-3 there on the shots. No score. And now the Wild have it near their own bench. Puck is loose. Center ice. Taken behind the net. Middleton lost it. Blues going the other way. Both teams getting line changes. Middleton retreats. Middleton sends one up the near boards. Hofer behind his net. Dangerous pass. It was only one Blue player to get it to. And two Wild players there in the near circle or slot area too. And now the Blues clear it off the far boards. And the Wild regroup. They pass to the near boards. All right, I guess that shot did count on goal for the Blues earlier. Not a lot of shots with under 20 to go. It's just 5-3 St. Louis. Still no score. Still nothing really close to being a goal yet either. Blues keep it in. Near circle shot. Save. Held on by Gustafsson at 5:01. And I'm pretty sure we're due the under 10 and the under 6 media timeout still. 6-3, the shots on goal. This last one off the stick of Mayu. I'm pretty sure it's Mayu. I think I've looked this up before. Logan Mayu. Yep, Mayu. Same emphasis on both syllables. Mayu. Okay. I must have looked that one up before. I thought I remembered that. We have Broberg, Shen, Toropchenko, Fowler, Thomas, Nugarud, Suter, Mayu, Kairu, Finley, Kessel, Dvorsky, Neighbors, Sundquist, Falk, Tucker, Holloway, Bucknovich, Hofer, Bennington, the backup. Walker, Berggren, and Parayko were scratched for the Blues today. For the Wild, Middleton, Faber, Boldy, Trennan, Eriksson, Eck, Hinostroza, Pitlick, Urov, Bogazin, Zuccarello, Hartman, Quinn Hughes, Spurgeon, Hunt, Sturm, Johansson, Tarasenko, Kaprizov, Wallstedt, backing up Gustafsson, Foligno, Kierstead, and Jones were the scratches. What was the one I was going to look up? Dang. Well, we'll figure that out later. Oh, it was Bucknovich. All right, face off, blue line, shot blocked into the near corner, near circle, now taken behind the net. Thomas wraparound, just missed it and went through the crease into the far corner. That was a pretty good scoring opportunity for St. Louis. Off the near boards and, well, just going ping pong ball back and forth in the neutral ice. Nobody keep going. Yeah. Blues finally get it in. Wild have it in the near corner, take it behind the net. Pass up the near boards and skate it over the red line into the ozone. Drop pass. That was Johansson who brought it in. Quinn Hughes towards the net and tried to center it in the slot. Kept in by, oh, shoot, I forgot already. It wasn't Zuccarello, it was the other guy. Hartman, sorry. Into the near board, still in the ozone, though. Kaprizov, now it's blue line. Keeper, Boldy, I think. Centering. No, now Boldy has it. All right, Zuccarello back to Quinn Hughes. Now a pass. Faber sends one. May have been saved. Big rebound. I believe they counted that shot. Or that one right there as we get a whistle at 3:23. And now this is the under 6 media timeout. Still no score. Starting to get some scoring chances. Nice blocked shot by Falk after a rebound given up by Hofer as Kaprizov had a good opportunity at a tough angle off the rebound. I don't know why YouTube live control panel or YouTube studio is not working today. Does it work on my phone? I don't know if I can do that live. No, right? I don't know. All right, let's check the other scores real quick. And Blackhawks still up 3-0. 49 seconds to go in the second period. Jets 1, Sharks 0. At the second intermission. All right. Let's see. Does it work on a browser? Because, man, I don't understand. Yeah, 2 people are watching, which I know there's more than that.
Resources into learning.
I thought we had more than 4 likes too.
Of dogs live much longer.
Oh well. I don't know why everything's so broken. Maybe it's just OBS having issues too. Could be. All right, back to the game. Kaprizov on the ice. Looks like Zuccarello taking the draw. They work it to Faber. Kaprizov's shot. Big rebound. Collected by Broberg for the Blues and skated out. And the Blues are offsides at 3:10. 6-5 according to the Blues TV. Or no, Minnesota TV on the shots. Yep, now NHL.com updated. Oh, okay. Thanks, Bon. I don't know what's going on. Like everything. You're right. I see 5 here, but I saw 4 on the. That's weird. I still see 0 viewers in YouTube Studio. Yeah, everything's like broken. All right, now it says 6. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's still broken on my YouTube Studio. Very weird. It's been very broken lately. All right, dump in by the Wild. Blues play it up. Finally get it out. Over the red line, up dump in. Blues beat it out so they don't get icing in the far corner. And blue line keeper, I think they went to get one person changed. Broberg into the near corner, gets knocked down. Towards the near boards. Wild finally get it out. They're trying to get a line change so they regroup in their own end. Quinn Hughes circles back towards the goal, sends a long pass ahead. And it's in the near board, sent behind the net to Hofer. That was off the stick of Urov. And sent out. Yeah, I see it now. Like, it was broken everywhere for me for a little bit. It was showing 0 or 1. I kept in Tucker for the Blues. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Still no score. Going the other way. Boldy towards the net, and that's a glove save and held on by Hofer at 1:51. Yeah, now it finally says 4. It got off of 0 at least. Oh, well. No problem. It's just wondering why it was broken. It's just so odd. Usually is a little more accurate than that. Yeah, a little bit of a light schedule in hockey today. Not a ton to pick from. I like to watch Quinn Hughes play, though, so always a joy or a pleasure to watch the Wild play. Yeah, I liked him since he got to. I wasn't very familiar with him on the Canucks. Shot and saved into the far boards. That was a good chance for the Blues from the near circle. Good save by Gustafsson. All right. Finally, the Wild get it out of their own zone, but it's taken away again, neutralized by the Blues into the near boards, sent and tipped around behind the net by Hartman. Oh, that was a cross check on the Blues, and that got whistled. And the Wild head to the power play. I believe that was Thomas with the cross check for St. Louis. And the Wild head to the power play. Pretty obvious. Right in front of the ref, and just hit, it might have been Faber in the back, I believe. No, it wasn't Faber. He got, who did he get? Spurgeon. He hit Spurgeon. Right in front of Hartman, too. Surprised Hartman didn't label him in retaliation there. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it. 1:05 to go. A blast by Quinn Hughes from the point and tipped into the netting above the glass. Yeah, thanks. Now it's finally showing like 9. Minnie has to be the favorite. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Hudson, Crafty, and yeah. Good call, Austin. Yeah, thanks, Bond. Thanks, Austin. Thanks, Sinbin Admin, for being here. Near circle face-off. The Wild continue their power play, and they keep it in at the blue line. Near circle for Boldy. Back to the blue line, Quinn Hughes. Back to Boldy. Into the slot. Tipped away. Quinn Hughes has to track it down on the far boards. To the far circle. Or far side. Now down low, far circle. Cross ice to Quinn Hughes. He returns it. A blast. Big rebound. Boldy sent it wide on the rebound. I don't know if he might have been trying to pass it. I think that's, who is that? Shot from the slot, high slot by Eriksson Ek. That was high or wide. Under 20 seconds to go in the opening period. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Now the Blues send it down the length of the ice. That might just do it. 7 seconds. Quinn Hughes is going to haul, though, to try and get another shot on goal. Kaprizov in the near boards. Centered it. And they may have gotten one from a tough angle from the near corner, a shot. But it's 0-0 after 1. Zuccarello. Oh, yeah. Nice right blocker save on that Zuccarello blast from Hofer on the save. Hofer having a pretty good night. So is Gustafsson. Where is... Yeah, 8-7 are the shots. So let me fix that. All right, so Minnesota will still have 51 seconds on the power play when we start up the second period. And that because Thomas cross-checked Spurgeon at 18:51. 8-7 shots, Minnesota. 7-6 face-offs in favor of 7-6 face-offs St. Louis. Currently both teams are 0 for 0 because no power plays. We're already halfway through the first power play for Minnesota, though. 7-5 hits Minnesota, 5-2 blocked shots Minnesota, 7-6 giveaways St. Louis, 3-1 takeaways Minnesota. This is game 2 of the 3-game series. Wild won in St. Louis 5-0 back on October 9th. April 13th is the return to St. Louis for game 3 of the 3-game season series. All right. Blackhawks 3, Mammoth 0 through end of 2 periods. About to restart in San Jose with the third. 1-0 Jets thanks to Morgan Barron. Oh, Slaggert got the goal. Yeah, he's pretty young. Teravainen, Foligno, and then a youngster Slaggert, his third. Panthers, Islanders coming up, 5:30. ESPN if you have it. I'll bring you Flames Ducks later tonight. And Knights get shut out in Pittsburgh 5-0 Penguins. And yeah, by Thursday I will have ESPN Unlimited, and we'll start doing ESPN network games too. So here's what's coming up today through Thursday. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Still like to return the Canucks. Yeah. I mean, both teams needed to do it. The Canucks are full on sellers at the deadline. Habs could offer Line for Peterson or Pedersen, given how bad his contract is. Oh, okay. Yeah, the deadline, I think it's 3 Eastern on Friday. I think I read. Let's see. Today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Friday is the 6th. It is 6th. I'd be willing to part with Line, Struble, Angstrom, Carrier, Jackeye, Beck, Waugh, Farrell, etc. on the prospects, but not anyone good on the main roster if it means getting Pete. Oh, okay, or Bozer. Gotcha. Oh, let me put the score in the chat. Well, the fact that there is no score. For reference. All right. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please be sure to hit the like button. Consider hitting subscribe as well, because doing one or both will help get the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will also help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. If you already happen to have a Twitch account, please give me a follow there as well. I greatly appreciate it. There we go. Finally, man, I have so much trouble typing on the phone. Thank you, Simbin Admin. Trying to crack my back. All right. So some point we're gonna add. Oh, I need to move my. I'm sliding off the plastic. Gotta protect the carpet. Some point we're gonna be adding in some men's college basketball. I want to say Wednesday. I'm gonna take a quick look now. With the conference tournaments coming up. I mean, we got less than 2 weeks until they'll announce the brackets, so got plenty of conference tournament action coming up here. All right, yeah, nothing Monday afternoon. I mean, that I could do in addition to hockey. Same with Tuesday. Yeah, it looks like Wednesday might be able to do some games there in the afternoon. Maybe do a triple header with hockey. I think Friday's a tricky day because I can only do one hockey game. There's no chance for a double header. We could mix some women's in. Yeah, there's Thursday, some afternoon. Looks like Friday as well. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday is kind of up in the air yet. I got to figure out when my youngest son's last basketball tournament games are. I think they're playing Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, so that's going to impact what games I do, depending on how late they play. Yeah, once again, I don't think there's. Oops, wrong day. Don't think there's anything Monday, men's and women's, worth it, or early enough, I should say, in addition to hockey. Yeah, can't jam in 4. San Jose tied it, reports Bon. Oh, Will Smith's 18th of the year from Graf and Celebrini has 54 assists. Unbelievable. And it's 1-1 in San Jose. 18-11 to go in the third. Yeah, we're going to have to take a look at the standings sometime today. Yeah, we can do that quick right now. We'll start out in the West since we're streaming a Western Conference game and the other game going on is Western Conference. Yep, Sharks need a little help, but I mean, they can definitely help themselves. Kings still have to win one to get to double digits in wins at home. Unbelievable. Only the Canucks and the Rangers have won fewer games at home than the Kings. 53 points for the Rangers, 43 for the Canucks. So two of the worst teams in the league, two top 5 worst teams in the league, join them in not having double figure. Actually, everybody else has 12 or more wins at home. The Hawks and the Jets are the only teams with 12. Everybody else has 13 or more at home. I don't get why they're so bad at home. Same with, and the Rangers just won one at home yesterday over the Penguins too in overtime. So otherwise they'd be tied with Vancouver with just 6 home wins on the year. Unbelievable. All right, so yeah, we were just taking a quick look here. Avalanche 87, Stars 81, Wild 80, but the Stars have a game in hand on the Wild, so that's important to keep an eye on that. Yeah, the Knights, easily the worst division leader in all of hockey, with just 70 points. And they took one on the chin on the road in Pittsburgh today. Just 3-5-2 in their last 10. And they still lead this terrible division. Ducks 67, Oilers 66. Then you get to the wild card, Mammoth 66, Kraken 65. Outside looking in, maybe needing help. Predators 62, Kings 62, Sharks 60. Kind of think the Jets and down are pretty much out of the playoff talk as we're getting down. Well, I mean, there are still almost 24 games in some cases, games to play, but Sharks will be, 24 left after tonight. Are they the least played games? Yeah, it looks like it. Everybody has already played 58 or more. Sharks are just playing their 58th today. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and be back. I will queue up some music. We'll take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, maybe next intermission. We'll leave this up so you can keep an eye on the other 2 games. Yeah, again, the only final... Penguins 5, Golden Knights 0. Uncommon coming in hot with the 7th like. Thank you. Appreciate it. Old John Elway played an entire career without an ACL, I think. I forgot which knee he didn't have an ACL in. Or maybe it's both. I don't know if it's both knees. Tough as they come, pretty much. All right, let me cue up the music and I'll be right back. Appreciate you all. All right, everything seems to be working much better here on YouTube suddenly. So that's good. Yeah, I think we'll have to put the lights on too. I got to get a better light, like a ring light. All right, let's probably get one long song in. Let's see what we do here. All right, be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Let me eliminate the music. Get set for the second period. Oh, I forgot to get out of the game. Well, for now, we'll just make sure we're live. Try to remember to get out and get back in because of ESPN Plus. All right, as reported in the chat by Bon, 4-0 Blackhawks. Teravainen with a shorthanded goal. His 12th from Vlasic and Murphy. 4-0 in Utah. Or more specifically, Salt Lake City. And the Mammoths struggling at home with a team below them in the standings. As the Blackhawks' woes continue, though, overall in the season standings. All right, face off. Eriksson Ek into the near boards. Wild send it back into their own zone. Quinn Hughes brings it around the net. A drop pass and carried up. Tipped into the near corner, and I guess icing whistled. 1943. An auspicious start here for the Wild in the second period. Excuse me. All right. Way back in their own zone in the far corner. Blues dump it in after the win. Quinn Hughes behind his own net. Not a lot of power play time left. 25 seconds. Hughes, no. Up the middle. It might have been Boldy. Shot was high or wide into the near corner. 19:20 to go, first period. Hughes at the point. Near circle for Kaprizov. He skates it to the point. That one sent wide. Rebound. Eriksson Ek couldn't get it. They get it to Boldy. Towards the net. It's wide. We're back to 5-on-5. Long pass ahead and tipped into the bench area at 19:01. Excuse me. Shots are now 9-7. Oh. Looks like the Boldies might have hit the crossbar, actually. Yeah, I don't think that was a save. All right, under 19 minutes to go, middle period. At the red line, a dump in to the far boards. And trying to dig it out was up over the neutral ice. Sorry, that was Middleton. I keep blanking on Middleton. All right, Blues send it to the neutral ice. Minnesota regroups, sends it up. Now the Blues take it away. They're into the O-zone 3-on-2. And puck gets away. Now the Wild counter up ahead. And it's dumped in. Now the Blues have it again. 10-7, the shots on goal. 18:10 to go, second period. Kaprizov pass to the far side, over the red line. Far circle, Hughes puts on the brakes. Pass, sent behind the net. In the far boards. Kaprizov tried to center it. It gets knocked out. The Blues take it, going the other way in the far boards. Far circle centering pass missed and went through to the near boards. It's collected, and Kaprizov already passing into the near circle, and that went into the netting above the crowd, or into the netting above the glass to protect the crowd, I should say. 12-7 are the shots now. Yeah, pardon me. That last one was, well, they don't have it looked like 37. They don't have a 37. It must have been They don't have another 7. It must have been Kaprizov. I think he's the only one with the number ending in 7 other than single digit 7 Faber. Ow. Dump into the far corner. Blues finally skated out to neutral ice. Dump it in. In the corner. Blues send it behind the Minnesota net. Blue line keeper. Long shot was wide of the net into the far boards. Still trying to dig it out. And it's in the far board. Shots are still 12. Oh, no, now they're getting more. All right, Blues get it back to Tucker at the blue line. It's sent into the far boards. Yeah, they did get a bunch of shots on goal there, but... All right, now finally the Wild send it around behind the boards, and nice hit there by the Blues, but... Wild carry to the neutral zone, off the far boards, and nope, offsides is the whistle at 16:23. Still no score. Oh, the Hawks game, right. I forgot that's what we're talking about. Yeah, still 4-0 Hawks, 1-1 Jets and Sharks. Those games are in the third period. All right, face-off in the neutral zone, just outside the St. Louis. I am having trouble starting the clock. Defensive zone. All right, now finally St. Louis carries the red line into the near boards. Broberg, he gets hit trying to dig it out. They centered it, shot, and a big rebound. But the Broberg couldn't keep it in, but St. Louis still has the puck. Falk had it, got it back to Broberg. Broberg back to Falk. Up the far boards. Cross-ice pass taken away. Kaprizov drop pass. Zuccarello shot. And Hofer, I think, got a piece of it before it went into the netting above the glass at 15:39. Still no score. Yeah, pretty good save by Gustafsson on the other end. And then Hofer on this last one. Nope, I guess they did take away a shot. It's 13-10. All right, puck cleared by the Blues and dumped in by Holloway. He's battling Faber in the near corner. Blue line keeper Fowler sends it around behind the Minnesota net. Far corner. Blue line not kept in. It got away from Mayu. Way out of the net is Hofer. The Wild Eriksson Ek jumped on the puck. He's back in net, though. That was dangerous for St. Louis. Faber to the blue line, kept in and sent now to the blue line. Looks like Hughes from the point. A shot, loose rebound, collision in the crease. A player for each team running into the Hofer, the goalie for St. Louis. I don't know who initiated the contact, though. No call. So, or no penalty or no whistle blown for a penalty. Kaprizov in the far corner. Puck gets away. Blues. All right, pass off the near boards. They'll regroup in their own end. Pass all the way down the ice. Not icing. Wild make a pass into the near boards. Collision at the red line. Thomas battling with Urov. Now the Blues have it. Tucker, I believe he has it. Pass ahead. Blues like a 3-on-3 towards the net. And picked up by the Wild. Did any of those register? Yeah, I think one of those was a good shot on goal. 13-11. Under 13:40 now to go in the middle period. Still no score. St. Louis hanging in there. Long pass ahead by the Wild, and Hofer plays it into the near corner. St. Louis cross-ice pass over the blue line into the O-zone. Shot from the far circle. Big rebound off the near boards. Taken out to the neutral zone. Blues send it out again. Falk with the puck centering. Taken away by the Wild. Wild off the near boards. Chasing it into the near corner. Now behind the net. And Falk with a hit on... Oh, shoot. Who was that? Faber towards the near circle. A shot way wide. Even missed the crease. And Wild getting a line change. Faber, blue line pass back to Quinn Hughes. They keep it in. Far circle towards the net. Boldy sends it into the far corner. And finally, Quinn... Was that Zuccarello maybe that actually shot that? Yeah, Quinn Hughes has it now. Far circle. None of these are on net. Kaprizov sends it to the far side. That's sent off the near boards in the corner. Battle for the puck. And it's sent down, and Quinn Hughes quickly gets it. Blues were trying to get a couple changes. Hartman with it in the near circle, near corner. Pass, it's tipped to Hughes. Hughes in the near circle. Blue line and out. Nobody could keep it in. It got tipped. And the Blues trying to get a couple changes, as are the Wild. Pass up to the far corner. Kaprizov centers it. Blast from the point. And wow, what a glove save by Hofer. And he hangs on. It looked like the Wild were going to break through there finally with a good open shot. And Hofer just said, look what I found. And made a fantastic glove save. And we're at the under 14 media timeout. Whoops, my chat froze on my tablet. There we go. 11:41 to go. I forgot to update the shots. 14-11 are the shots. All right, 1 second. Let's see. Still 4-0 Hawks over the Mammoth. Under 10 to go in the third. Jets and Sharks 1-1. Sharks wrapping up a power play. 6:11 to go in that third. Panthers Islanders in about, 20 minutes or so on ESPN. And I will bring you Flames Ducks 7:05 Central. And let's see. Earlier today, Penguins 5, Golden Knights 0 in Pittsburgh. All right. Let's see. All right, we updated the shots. Yeah. All right, I forgot to get out and get back in. We're watching the Wild feed, by the way, in case you were wondering. Oh, I think Boldy may have kept that puck out of the goal. And then a tip by Trennan went high. But Boldy, I think, was in the crease, and I think the puck hit his skate and didn't go in because of that. I hadn't seen that replay yet. So the Wild could be up 1-0 easily here. Scoring chances, they say, are 6-5 Minnesota, according to Wild TV. Dumped into the near side for Faber. He sends it around. Shot from the far circle. I think that was blocked. Let's see. Sent around. Quinn Hughes keeps it in at the blue line to Faber. Faber's pass deflected. Shen sends it ahead for the Blues, but it's picked up by Quinn Hughes, who quickly sends it to the red line. Johansson dumps it in. Shot from the far circle, rebound into the far boards. Sent around. Shen has it, and it's out. Faber at the neutral ice sends a pass to Quinn Hughes, who dumps it in. Played around to the far boards. Wild getting a line changed. Far circle shot. Must have been wide, and it's out of the zone. No. Now it's 15-12 on shots. Maybe that did count. And there's a whistle at 10:35. What the heck was this whistle here? Let's see, we got to go play by play. Oh, but it was in the netting above the glass. That's what I thought, but the puck, where the puck was, I didn't think that was possible. All right, face off. Blues win it and dump it in from the red line. And it's sent up the near boards. But the Blues have it. Neutral ice. Now it's sent behind their own net. The Wild. Up the near boards. Down the length of the ice. Picked up by Kessel for the Blues. Sent up ahead. Pass is deflected. And the Wild take it. And skate it to the neutral ice, and a dump in from the red line. I got to figure out who that is. Oh, Bogosian. That's right. It's 24. All right. Dumped in behind the net. The Wild trying to get it into the near boards. The Blues knock it into the near corner. Let's see. It's skated and sent up the far boards. Kaprizov couldn't get it. Up the far boards. Broberg couldn't handle it. It's taken away. Wild had a shot. I think that was saved. 16-12. Into the far circle. Behind the net. Kept in. Now at the blue line. Yeah, Zuccarello. Near circle. Pass toward the crease. Tipped in the air. Wild send it behind the net. Off the back of the net. Kaprizov in the near circle. Now he backs up. He gets it back at the blue line. No, now Hartman sends it. He gets it back in the slot. A shot. Zuccarello couldn't tuck it in. Blues going the other way and dump it in. Nearly a breakaway for the Blues, but Wild recovered nicely on their defensive end. Behind the net of St. Louis, in the now deflected into the near boards. They couldn't get a very good shot off. Still Wild puck into the far corner now. Blues send it behind their own net, and they send it off the glass up the near boards and down the length of the ice. It's whistled dead for icing at 8:08. Wow. A lot of back and forth, but not a lot of shots on goal. Some scoring chances. Feel like the action's picked up, at least with the Wild's offense. Oh, my gosh, yeah. I think Zuccarello, if he could have gotten a stick on that rebound, might have had it 5-hole. I think it was a good play by the Blues to clear it. All right, behind the net after the faceoff into the far corner. Under 8 minutes to go in the second period. The Blues send it out, but not far enough for icing. Picked up, long pass ahead to the blue line. Boldy tips it behind the net. Johansson with a hit in the corner. And, Bogosian's there. He gets hit, and then he looked like he tripped Mayu in return. No call. Blues centered one to the far circle, but got knocked away. That was Snuggerud with the pass. In the near boards, and now we got a whistling. Might be offsides Minnesota at 726. Yeah, Bogosian just slammed Mayu down. I don't understand that non-call. All right, and we're or at least at the under. It's probably the under 10 media timeout. All right, let's check the other two scores going on. Still 4-0 Hawks over the Mammoth and 5:16 to go in the third. 1-1 Jets Sharks. 3:21 in the third. Sharks on a power play. 1:21 to go. I'm sorry, 1:15 on the power play. 3:21 to go in the third now. All right. So no score as of yet. Yeah, we got Flames Ducks coming up. I don't know. Maybe I should have just done Panthers Islanders off of ESPN. Maybe that would have been a. I like to do the double headers. I like to watch the Wild though. Ducks are entertaining as well. Usually, root for the Flames. All right. All right, back from commercial. Oh, gonna need to eat dinner at the next intermission. Or the second intermission. All right. All right, the face-off is in the neutral zone, just outside the Blues defensive zone in front on the near boards. Sent in behind the net. Now the Blues have it in the far boards, neutral ice. And dumped in, and Middleton took it away. Passed to the near boards and sent to the neutral ice. Boldy dumps it in. Wild head for a line change. Picked up by the Blues. Pass to Fowler. Fowler dumps it in from the red line. But it got tipped into the crowd at 6:53. Just making sure we're live. I'll try to remember to get out of at least the game, if not the app, at the second intermission. All right, we've played half the game, more than half the game. Still no score. A little bit of a surprise, I would say. Face off. And the Blues have it in their far side. Send it up the length of the ice. Played behind the net by Gustafsson. And into the far corner. Finally, Faber gets it out to Kaprizov, and Kaprizov sends it ahead. The Blues send it back. Taken away by Quinn Hughes. He skates it to the far boards and dumps it in behind the net. Played behind the net, up the far boards by St. Louis quickly, and lost the puck. Hughes with a pass to Kaprizov. Now he drops it. Tried to get a return pass, deflected wide, and Quinn Hughes has it at neutral ice. All right, off into the far boards. Quinn Hughes sends it to the neutral ice. Hinostroza chasing it, but it's played behind the net by Hofer and taken up the ice by Suter into the near corner. Trying to dig it out is Trennan for Minnesota. Blue line keeper sent towards the net. It's around the net, and blue line keeper, far boards, far circled, sent through the crease and wide. into the near corner. All right, trying to dig it out is Sturm, I believe. Nope, Blues keep it in. Somebody lost a stick as well. Centering pass now finally taken away and pass. Nope, not out. Hinostroza, now they get it. Pass up ahead, tipped by Hinostroza at the red line. It's in the near corner. Under 4:50 to go in the middle period. Still scoreless. Neutral ice. Battle for the puck. Oh, high stick on the Blues. I think it was called. And the Wild ahead to the power play here. Blues coach doesn't like it. I don't know if it was a sell job or not, but St. Louis coach is unhappy, but they're going to discuss it, actually. Hey, Derek, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. All right, it was a high sticking on Finley after further discussion. Let's see the replay. Actually, they should challenge this. I don't know if you can. It looked like it was a teammate that high sticked the Wild player there. That may have been a bad call. I might be confusing basketball and hockey. I can't remember if you can review for this or not. All right, let me put the light on real quick. All right. Yeah, so if they can challenge the Blues, I think would totally win this and overturn this call. I think you can. I don't know why I'm blanking whether you can or can't. Oh, pardon me. Still at commercial. Under 6 media timeout. Yeah, I would think they could challenge. They should win this too, because it looked like friendly fire. I don't think a Blues stick. I think the Blues coach was right. Boldy move. Okay, this is not live. They're showing replays from other games. Well, apparently this call is going to stand because, yeah, I'm shocked. That's terrible. That was a really bad call. It was friendly fire. Boldy, Kaprizov, Quinn Hughes are out there. All right, back underway. Blues skated up to neutral ice and dump it in. All right. Into the far corner. Towards the slot. A shorthanded shot by the Blues and held on. Wow. 4:18 to go. They had the good scoring opportunity there. Shorthanded. Not a great power play so far for the Wild. Nice shot. That was Bucknovich. That was not his stick. That was not Finley's stick. That was a horrific call. I don't know why they can't review that. It's clearly the stick of a Wild player hitting the other Wild player in the face. That should not have been a penalty. All right. Blues actually have a 3-on-2. Towards the net, and it's wide into the far corner. Sent out by Eriksson Ek. 3-on-1. tipped away at the last second, but a goal. They recovered in the slot and got one on net and beat Hofer finally. And the Wild get a BS power play goal. That should not have been a power play. A horrific call by the refs, but the Wild cash in. Wow. Man, we have had some really awful reffing, I feel like. I think the refs have been the rustiest on the return after the Olympic break. I don't understand why you can't. Yeah, that was a nice pass by Boldy to set up Kaprizov. Nobody was on him, and Kaprizov was all alone just outside the crease, and he tipped it in on the one-timer. Second assist was Quinn Hughes, which is number 54 on the year. But yeah, Kaprizov, 34 goals. Wow. Yeah, Blues are going to be less than thrilled if they lose this game by 1. Because that was a horrific call. Probably one of the worst ones you're going to see all year, to be honest. It was that bad. Into the near boards. Centering pass in the slot, blocked behind the net, off the near boards, and the Wild have it at neutral ice. And pass tipped, and at the neutral ice, Blues have it in their own end. Wild quickly getting a line change. Johansson out there trying to harass the Blues with the puck. And they dumped it in from the red line behind the Minnesota net. Into the near boards and dumped into the near corner. Centering pass, tipped wide by Kaprizov into the far corner. He keeps it in at the blue line to Faber. Into the near circle. Oh, they missed Kaprizov, who was heading to the net. They completely missed on the pass. And went down the length of the ice. Quickly ahead, Wild. Drop pass to the blue line. Behind the net. Kaprizov with the puck. Getting bodied by Fowler. Looks like a hold. Where's the call? Now there's a penalty. He's got Kaprizov completely wrapped up. Shen has it. The Blues going the other way. 4-on-3 shot and a goal. The Blues get the equalizer. So we were scoreless for so long. Now quickly it's 1-1. But boy, oh boy, it looked like that should have been a Blues penalty the other way that created this. Mayu from Thomas and Shen. Just a blast from the far circle beat Gustafsson blocker side. It looked high. But I don't know. I don't think you can challenge. You can only challenge for like missed whistles for like offsides, high stick, closing the hand on the puck or glove down, something. All right, 19-14. The shot's 1-1. Suddenly the call. We'll get the score, and we'll get you the goal visualizers at the intermission before I take a break. Dumped in by the Wild, centering pass deflected into the nears. Bogosian towards the net, and the rebound tipped wide or blocked. It looked like that was Boldy in the slot or just outside the crease. All right, into the far corner. Sent around to the near corner. Bogosian keeps it in. Pass was wide. May have been a shot. Blue line keeper dumped in. And pass and sent out for the Blues. Under a minute remaining in the middle period. And finally a dump in by St. Louis. Under 50 seconds to go. Behind the Minnesota net. Pass off the boards. Another one to center ice. Tipped on by Eriksson Ek to the far corner. Sent around. And tipped out by the Blues. Chased down in the near boards. And a hit delivered Blues get it to the blue line on a keeper. Sent around into the far corner. Under 20 seconds to go. And picked up by Middleton. He takes it behind the net for the Wild. Faber with it. Faber passed to Middleton. Over the red line. Into the ozone. Only 2 seconds to go, and Kaprizov will just send it back. We have reached the end of the second period. 1-1 the score. It was 0-0 after 1, and now 1-1 after 2. And 2 late second period goals. Let's quickly do the visualizers. We'll give you the Hawks final score, 4-0. Chicago wins at Utah. Sharks win in overtime 2-1 over the Jets. Michael Misa's fourth from Eklund and Dickinson at 1:40 into overtime. Penguins 5-0 on the Golden Knights. We'll bring you Flames Ducks. Panthers Islanders underway, 18:04 in the first, 0-0. That game's available to you on ESPN. Again, I will be switching soon to ESPN Unlimited so I can do ESPN Network games. Definitely before this Thursday. Oh, yeah, thanks, Bond. Sorry, I just saw this. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, you used to be able to see them both. I'm still working on what to put up where. This is obviously the Trooper, and then I've got further this way, I've got the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son cover. But thanks, Banking. Appreciate it. Isildur, let's go wild. Let's go crazy. Let's go Sinbin. Penguins, oh my. Yeah, Penguins curb stomping the Vegas Knights today. Unbelievable. As heard on... oh, yeah, let me... if you like Pittsburgh Penguins hockey, as I don't have TNT, and he may be doing the Penguins when I'm not, I would highly recommend that you check out Dr. Delay. Again, he does Steelers football, a lot of NFL, a lot of college football if you're interested. You know, I have zero interest in college football, no offense. If you like it, it's just not my thing. Where was I going with that? Oh, so he does Penguins games as far as hockey. And I'm just trying to get to his channel and having zero luck. Let me look at all subscriptions. There we go. And he does baseball. And, you know, I have no real affection for baseball. He's going to be doing the, what do you call it? World Baseball Classic. So if you're interested in that, I don't think I'll be doing it. But that's the link for Dr. Delay. He's been very kind to this channel. He sent over Banking on Money, I believe, and many others who have become regulars here in the chat. So, yeah, he will have he's warming up for baseball. He's doing the Pirates game tomorrow, 12:05 Central. He'll have pregame, though, or early runnings of, what did I just do? But, yeah, I will have the Penguins Thursday because they're on ESPN, but I think there's one coming up this week I'm not covering that he'll have. If you're interested I told him I would. I kept forgetting. I really should. He's been very kind to this channel. A lot of redirects when he's done with his stream, which really helps boost the numbers over here. Okay, I need to eat dinner, so let me stop babbling. We'll get you the... Oh, 1-0 Panthers, by the way. Vilmanis, his third from Greer, and Bob Brovsky got an assist. Interesting. Let's do the visualizers, then I'm going to take a break. I think, actually, you know what? Let me just cover my face. We'll try to make this bigger. Does it get bigger? No. It doesn't really get noticeably bigger, does it? All right, Kaprizov on the far. He's right up the middle, pass to Boldy, and then tipped in by Kaprizov past Hofer. We'll do it one more time. I wish I could make this like full screen real quick. I don't know if that's here. We'll watch it one more time. So Kaprizov's in the slot and the defensive zone. It's worked up the boards by Eriksson Ek. Quinn Hughes passed to Boldy and tipped in on the one-timer. Boldy's pass to Kaprizov. Kaprizov's 34th, on the power play. And Boldy and Quinn Hughes on the assisters. And then Logan Mayu, his second from Thomas and Shen. Yeah, the puck's being dug out here. I really thought Kaprizov was being held by Fowler. Shen with the pass. And then a rip rocket sent in from the far circle. We'll do it one more time, then I'm taking a break. So that was, Shen to Thomas to Mayu. So Shen has it. Here's the pass to Thomas. And then right there, he crosses in front of him, and then Mayu buries it. So that's where we're at, 1-1. Let me fix this. Okay, I think it got a little bigger. I don't know. Oh, wait. Now I got to make sure I didn't F this up. I think, let's see. If I go any more, it's too small. If I go too big, it's, there it is. There's the sweet spot. All right, I'm going to put this up so you can keep an eye on Panthers Islanders. Yeah. All the black and gold. Pirates, Steelers, Penguins. He does tons of NFL and college football. He's kind of filling here and with college basketball as well, and the Penguins until baseball and the World Baseball Classic. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I mentioned. Hello, Man J. Thanks for being here. Seth, what's up? How are you doing? Jared Johnson is joining the Eagles coaching staff. What's his position, though? All right, in the poll, we have 16 votes, 75% Wild, 25% Blues. Could go either way. Did I put the score? No, I didn't. I'll put that in the chat for reference. Please, if you're enjoying the live stream, be sure to hit the like button. And also consider hitting the subscribe button as well. Doing one or both helps to get the channel recommended to other potential viewers. And this will also help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. And also, if you already have a Twitch account, please follow there as well, Sinbin Stream. All right, I think I got everything in. I'm going to take a break and go eat some dinner. I got 9 minutes. Let me cue up the music in the meantime. Forgot. Whoops, I didn't mean to close that. Oh my gosh, my tablet keeps freaking out. Android, I don't know what is wrong with Android and YouTube lately. I'm going to have to close it and reopen it. It's completely messing up. Let me just close it out and reopen it. Oh yeah, where did I leave off on the music? I think we did that one and that one. All right, yeah, we'll go with these two. Thanks, everybody. right, we are back. Let me silence the music. Excuse me, just finished dinner. All right, fix the score. Let me take down this stuff and we'll be set. Still 1-0 Panthers. 8:25 first period.
Zuccarello, and as this play develops, Matt Boldy tries to pivot. He's like, oh boy, turns the opposite direction. Gives a little bit too much room. That allows this pass through the neutral zone. And watch Zuccarello in the middle. Turn, he gets a piece that's right there to defend it. Puck can't go to Falk. St. Louis's defenseman. That allows Erickson to retrieve in the corner. Then it's off to the races for Quinn Hughes. Boldy with the pickup. Kaprizov with the deposit. And the Wild power play counters. Sticky situation when you have two forwards defending a 3-on.
All right, just trying to get a little bit of what the Wild broadcasts were talking about. All right, we are ready to go. Face off. At the start of the third, Wild in green going right to left. Blues in white left to right. Grand Casino Arena in St. Paul, Minnesota. Dump in. And Quinn Hughes takes it behind his own net after the dump in by the Blues. Zuccarello dumps it in. Played by Hofer to the far boards, under 19:30 to go. Third period. 1-1 the score. All right, taken behind the net by St. Louis. Waiting for the breakout. That is Falk. Well, how did I blank on Falk? Long pass ahead. Excuse me. Picked up in the far corner. And Wild still have it. Excuse me. Dumped in from the neutral ice. Mayu sends it around. Mayu is the goal scorer for the Blues. Blue line keeper, and that was a shot on net and saved and held on by Joel Hofer at 18:46. Shots night. Oh, that should be a shot on goal. Oh yeah, sorry, John. I put that clock up roughly here so you can tell. And you're welcome. I love the Blues as an upset team when they play at home. Yeah, they're playing tough on the road here tonight, though. It wasn't one. It was scoreless for a long time. The goals were at 16:09 and less than 2 minutes later, 18:05. So they're hanging strong here. Wild dumped it in, but it's quickly picked up by Fowler over the blue line to the red line and sent in. Behind the net. Why do I keep Middleton? I keep blanking on Middleton's name. Now it's played to the far boards by the goalie Gustafsson. The Wild send it up. Puck gets knocked into the near boards and out by St. Louis. Tarasenko pass now taken by Hunt. Blues try to dump it in. Wild send it up the near boards. This is going to be icing on Minnesota, though. Whistle at 17:46. Oh, pardon my knuckle cracking there. Oh, I forgot my water. Excuse me. I'll have to get that first commercial. All right, Sturm in the face-off circle, far circle. Won by the Blues, kept in, near circle, shot, big rebound given up, though, on the save, but no Blues in the area. Gustafsson with the save. Dumped in by the Wild, all the way to the far corner, returned to the near corner. Wild send one, it's blocked. Taken by the Blues over the red line and a dump in. And behind the net. Blues, Wild in the far corner, pass up ahead. Nope, it's done. I don't know where the camera was going. They weren't following the puck, that's for sure. Red line. Blues have it. Into the far circle. Shen with the puck. Blue line slapper was wide. Hit the boards and off the back of the net. Backhander sent to the far circle. The Sturm trying to get it out of there. Blues still. Nope, we got a penalty, I think, on the Blues for tripping at 16:48. No, it's on Sturm. Never mind that. All right, tripping on Sturm, and the Blues head to the power play. Pardon me. This is their first power play as the Wild went 1 for 2, and that was a horrible call. Not this one. Yeah, that was clearly a trip by Sturm. But this high sticking of Kaprizov was that Finley got called for was completely bogus. A Wild player high sticked. Was it Kaprizov? Yeah, I know his own teammate, Friendly Fire, got it, and that led to the Wild's only goal. Sent up the near boards and down the length of the ice, a clear by Minnesota. Oh, shoot. I forgot to get out and get back in. I hope we're not, behind. Yep, we were. Dang it. I didn't realize it. I hit the live button. 16:09. Okay, we were only 15 seconds behind. Stupid ESPN app. ESPN Plus. All right, behind the net. Blues have it. They only have 1:07 on the power play now. 15:50 to play in the third. Far circle. To the point. Broberg's shot, I think, was wide and not cleared. Now it's cleared. Oh, they didn't call that offsides? Holy cow. Broberg to the near circle. Shot, save. Kaprizov hangs on at 15:31. How? I thought that was out of the zone for sure. 43 seconds to go on the St. Louis power play. Yeah. Oh, shots are now 2016. Forgot to update shots. False start on the draw. Maybe Wild should have it. Maybe OT. Yep. It's been tight. Wouldn't have expected such a close game considering they blew out the Blues 5-0 in the first game, but that was a while ago too. Blues, I think, playing a little better now. Sent ahead into the near corner. 24 seconds on the power play. That's a clear down the length of the ice by the Wild. Hofer taps it. Brought up by over the red line. Pass to the far boards. That was off the stick of Falk. To the near corner. Blue line keeper. Long shot. Glove save, but I think it was wide of the net at 14:46, and we're back to 5-on-5. So no goals on the power play for the Blues. They're 0 for 1. Minnesota 1 for 2. All right. Face off. Looks like Hartman for the Wild. Can't see the Blues player. Hartman gets it to Faber, who sends it up the far boards. Quinn Hughes pass. Hartman in the near circle. Gets knocked down. Puck is into the near corner. Off the far boards and not kept in. Kaprizov couldn't keep it in. The Blues far circle shot and a save by Kaprizov. That was a pretty good opportunity there for the Blues. And we get a whistle. I don't know what happened to Hartman in the slot. I thought that was a trip. No, he jumped. He jumped over between the defenders and kind of lost his balance, but I don't know. Maybe they're saying Finley. Yeah, maybe Finley did get a piece of his skate. I think that's what the Wild announcers were saying. I guess I could see that. All right, Thomas. Face-off won by the Wild. Faber behind his own net. Up the far boards. Faber pass. Kaprizov lost it. And red line. And finally, they get it back to Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes sends it up. Blues take it away. Shen had it. He lost it. And now the Blues have it right in front of their own bench. All right, far circle. Thomas to Shen. Oh, went off the near boards and out. Shen couldn't get to it. All right, Shen. Oh, now the Wild player gets knocked down. No call. And the Blues waiting for a line change. Mayu behind his own net. Well, Blues sent it in, and the Wild they briefly got it out. Blues have it again. Far circle, or no, near circle, skated behind the net to the far circle. Trying to dig it out. Who was that? Might be Tucker. All right, still along the far board. Spurgeon sends it behind the net. And I keep forgetting his name. Middleton. I don't know why I am drawing a blank so much on Middleton today. All right, Spurgeon in the near corner. Dvorsky harassing him. It goes to the far board. Sent in again by Tucker to the near boards. Puck in the near circle. Under 12:45 to go now. To the far circle. A blast. Nice save there by Gustafsson. The Wild get it out. Blues trying to get a quick line change. Quickly ahead. Into the near corner. A takedown. Fans want a penalty. No penalty called as of yet. Blue line keeper. Sent towards the net. Wide into the near boards. Blues have it. Yeah, no penalty to be called. Into the near board. Sent into the near corner. Wild. Nope, into the near corner. Blues center it. Nobody home in the slot. And it's cleared down the length of the ice. Picked up by Falk. Under 12. Yeah, we've gone stretches without a whistle, and they've been late to the media timeouts, like in the first and the second. Why not here in the third as well? Blue line keeper for the Blues. They've been carrying the action here. Broberg sends it down low. It's sent to the side of the net, and finally Gustafsson gets a freeze of the puck at 11:42. Oh, yeah, that was a good shot there. I'm trying to click a button. There we go. 11:42 to go. Oh, thanks for the water. Sorry. Forgot. Thank you. 11:42 to go. 1-1 the score. 20-18 the shots. Minnesota. Oh, no worries. You're welcome, Bond. Thanks for being here as always. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, we need to check Panthers up 2-0 in New York now. Bennett's 21st on the power play. Ekblad and Matthew Tkachuk on the assist. All right, just trying to fix the tablet. There we go. Oh. Live. Come on, live. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Power play goal for Bennett. We will have Flames Ducks in less than, what do we got? Like 48 minutes? No. Yeah, about 52 minutes to be exact. All right, 25 votes, 76% Wild, 24% Blues. Still anyone's game. Oh, I forgot I was going to put chapstick or lip balm on. All right, let's make sure we're live. I did not get out of the game. I keep forgetting, but... All right, according to that, we are still live. Yep, Ducks are having a good season, no doubt. Big comeback win against the Oilers earlier this week. I think they won in overtime in that game. Can't remember. All right, played from the far circle behind the net to the near circle by the goalie, Hofer. Blues dumped it in, but the Wild send it to center ice. Eriksson Ek to Quinn Hughes, who circles the net. Tried to center it for Eriksson Ek. It popped over into the near circle. Thomas got his pocket picked, or was it Shen? 10 or 18, I couldn't tell. It was 18, so it was Thomas. Finally, the Blues get it to neutral ice. There's Shen, and it's knocked back into their own zone. Broberg plays it behind the net. Falk with it up ahead. Skated in by Kyrou. I don't think it's Kyrou. I think it's Kyrou. Dump in by the Wild and a whistle, either offsides or it went into the netting or the crowd at 10:44. Yeah, Quinn Hughes. Oh, it got tipped straight up into the air. Yeah, that was a weird play. Shen and Eriksson Ek right outside the crease, and then swing and a miss by the goalie, Hofer. Yeah, that was such a strange looking play, how that puck just popped up into the air. All right, behind their own net, near boards. For the Wild. Kaprizov in the corner. Tried to free it up. It's sent to the neutral ice. Carried in. Far circle shot. I think it was wide. Middleton keeps it at the blue line. Cross ice past far boards. That is sent way wide. Middleton behind the net to the far circle. Blue line keeper. And out. They couldn't keep it in. I think Spurgeon has it for the Wild. Pass ahead. Is that Johansson? No, wait. Really quick. Who is that? No, Tarasenko is 91. Johansson's 90. I apologize. Up the near boards. Hey, Gracie. What's going on? And a dump in by the Blues. That must have gone into the netting above the glass. Whistle with 9:38, so we got to this 10-minute team media timeout. Yeah, was it 5-4 or 6-5? I'd have to look it up. I can't remember. I'll actually look that up. It was either 5-4 or 6-5. I can't remember which. Okay, it wasn't yesterday. Was it Friday? I don't know. It was Thursday, I think. That's right. Not a lot of games. You might be right. It might have been 5-4. Wild beat the Avalanche. That's right. I forgot. Dang it. Maybe it was Wednesday? Why am I blanking on this? It was 6-5. I don't know how I remembered that. Holy crap. This chalk went up for me. Yeah, what's going on? How you doing, Gracie? John's asking if we could see a Quinn Hughes goal, please. Yeah? That would be good. More than likely, he'd assist the goal. Being bored because the Sabres aren't playing. Oh, they're not tomorrow either. Okay. Well, hope you had a good weekend. Bored or not. Boring or not. That's right. Tomorrow. Yeah, an NHL Network has an afternoon game. I don't get NHL Network. We're doing the 6:30 and 9:30. Flyers, Maple Leafs, and Avalanche Kings. Only 4 games, 5 of them at night tomorrow. And I think we'll be back with Golden Knight Sabres on Tuesday. All right, back to the game. Face-off just outside the Wild defensive zone and in front of their bench in the far boards. 9:38 to go. Oh my gosh, drop the puck, for the love of God. Finally, Thomas wins the draw. The Blues have it. Good grief, what took so long? All right, behind the net. And, well, played to the goalie and taken again behind the net by Falk. Falk with a long pass into the far corner towards the net, tipped behind the net. Wow. And finally, Hartman. No, Zuccarello was trying to pass it to Hartman. Thomas centers it. It went off a Shen stick and out of the zone. Blues, Shen heads for a line change. Can't see if anybody else. Looks like a couple more heading off. Taken towards the net. Maybe hit the side of the net by the Blues. 8:50 to go, third period. All right. Quinn Hughes behind his own net. Pass. Faber. Okay, he's back out there with Faber again. And a dump in by Faber from the red line. Into the near corner. Chased by Johansson. Knocked down by Eriksson Ek. The puck, I mean. Sent to the far boards. Spurgeon trying to dig it out. Tipped and might have gone into the bench area, I think was the call at 8:21. When Wild go OT, they always gets it. Yeah, No, I didn't. Thank you, Gracie. I hadn't heard that. Jim, forgot his name. Ooh, that Neighbors shot. I haven't called Neighbors' name all night, and he hit Gustafsson in the mask. John says, "Go Blues." Yeah, I'm not really. This is the only Wild thing I have. Just this old sweatshirt from when they were expansion team. I would rather the Wild win the West ahead of Colorado and Dallas, but that's about it. I'm a Kings fan, and it ain't looking good for the Kings. I did not know they hired the coach. Thank you, Gracie. Well, it's about time. They have been lackluster all year. Far corner, Wild keep it in. Kaprizov's shot, saved, steered aside into the near board by Hofer. Sent around, Kaprizov keeps it in briefly, and it's knocked to neutralize. The Wild have to recover. Both teams getting line changes, and they dump it in near the net. Sent behind the net by the Blues to the far boards, pass, neutral ice, over the red line, carried into the near circle. Neighbors with the puck. And pass, far circle for the Blues. Oh, they missed on the return pass. They were trying to get it to Tucker at the blue line. He has to retreat. And skated in. Now Gustafsson plays it behind the Wild net, up the near boards. Knocked into the near corner. Behind the net to the blue line for the Blues with 6:45, under 6:45 to go. Puck is loose, knocked in, and sent around by Trennan. But the Blues take it behind the Minnesota net, now to the far circle. Shot, glove save, Gustafsson hangs on. And a little bit of pushing and shoving. Neighbors not happy. And, wait, who was that? Oh, Hunt. I keep forgetting Hunt's name. Is there a call?
Goes with a great box out on a rebound to that backside. He's got Neighbors tied up right here. Neighbors tries to spin out of it to collect the loose puck.
Yeah, Bogosian knocked down Neighbors. And then he grabbed his stick.
Bogosian says, "Give me your stick. You took mine, all yours."
Wait, what?
Couple of rights.
They took each other's stick? And then they were throwing after that. That was weird. No call either way. They let them play, apparently. Shots I got to update. 21-20 Wild. Face-off far circle. Shen couldn't keep it in. Wild dump it in. Kaprizov to the near circle. Missed Hartman, though. Blues send it out to the red line. Up the middle. Drop pass to Shen. To the slot. Shot by Thomas. Save by Gustafsson in traffic and hangs on at 6:12. That was a pretty good save. John versus John. Wild versus Blues. Yeah, smoked meat. Yeah, if you have a smoker, beef, pork, well, especially pork turns out really nice in the smoker. But yeah, beef probably as well. Hey, Pack Attack. The Pack Attack is back. Oh, thanks. That's very kind of you, Pack Attack. No problem. It's taken a lot of practice. The hardest part is getting the names and numbers down. Once I am comfortable with that, it's so much easier. Dump in by the Wild. Into the far corner. Oh, takedown behind the net. Battle by Kaprizov in the corner. Broberg sends it around, but the Blues have to take it back behind their own net. Picked up by the Wild. Blue line keeper for Quinn Hughes. Over to the far side. Shot. I believe it got tipped into the netting above the glass, so we got a whistle. This should be the last media timeout at 5:41. Still 1-1. We were scoreless for what? 36 minutes of the game, and then we had 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. A goal, 1:56 of the clock. Kaprizov at 16:09 on a bogus power play from Boldy and Hughes, and then Mayu tied it up at 18:05 from his second from Thomas and Shen. I say bogus because this Jack Finley, number 37, high sticking of Kaprizov was completely wrong. It was somebody on the Wild that high sticked Kaprizov, so it should not have been a penalty. But as it is, there's only been 1 penalty in each period. The Blues had 1 power play, and the 0 for 1, and the Wild are 1 for 2. I got to update the shots real quick. Whoops. It is 22-21. All right. Wait. Why does my... There we go. 22-21, finally. There we go. Since 2010? Wait a minute. Did they not... Is that the last time they made the playoffs was 2010? Why was I thinking like 2014 or something? Or it's been 14 years? I don't know. Okay. Franklin says Minnesota wins. Okay. Yeah, you too, John. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for being here. No worries. Minnesota is very superior in total. Got it. I think that's what it says. Thank you, Franklin Castellano. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, John. John. Wild and Blues fans. All are welcome. All right, face off in the far circle. Here we go. Last 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Wild keep it in. Shot was blocked. Blues. Nope. Quinn Hughes keeps it in. Far board sent behind the St. Louis net. And a backhander out of the zone. Faber will pick it up. Not far enough for icing. Faber to Quinn Hughes. Hughes. But nearly turned the puck over. He recovers, though. No problem. Let me catch the clock up a little bit. There we go. 5 minutes to go. Dumped in by the Wild. Blues pick it up behind their own net. Pass up the middle, over the red, into the O-zone. Far circle, toward the net, glove save, and held on by Gustafsson at 4:47 shots. Now even 22, just as the score is 1-1. Yes. I am switching to ESPN Unlimited this week. And I will likely, because I'm going to do the Thursday night doubleheader, and they've got a lot of games Sunday night now that they don't have Sunday night baseball. And I will look into getting HBO Max as well. So I'll be behind. I won't be as up to date as somebody with, cable TV, or if satellite is still a thing. I'll be a bit delayed on streaming. All right. The Wild dumped it in. Now the Blues skated out. Under 4.5 to go. And a knockdown in the far circle. There's a Wild player slow to get up. Excuse me. Shot blocked into the near corner. Blues in the far circle. Shot, another blocked shot. There's still a Wild player that it's got to be Zuccarello or Hartman. I think it's Zuccarello who got banged up. He just tips one out of the zone, and he quickly heads off, or as quickly as he could, headed off. He was having an issue with his left leg. Both teams getting wholesale changes. 3:50 to go. Still tied. No goals in the first. No goals in the first 16 and change here in the third either. Shot and a goal. Oh, yeah, that's a goal. Just as I say it. The Blues take the lead. A shot in the near circle. Beat Gustafsson. Blocker side high to the far post. Wow, what a shot. That was off of the stick of Bucknovich, his 14th, from Snuggerud and Tucker. Nice. Oh, Bush. How do you say it? Bushnevich? Wow, I was way off. I apologize. Yeah, great shot, though. No, it's Buchnevich. Oh, I'm sorry. Just under the crossbar. What a shot. Buchnevich. All right, well, I apologize. I was saying that one wrong all the game. All right, well, the Wild, trailing with under 3.5 to go now. Under 3:20. Buchnevich. Yeah, I apologize. Sorry about that. Bucknovich was, I thought, easier to say. At any rate, Quinn Hughes with the puck. And Blues getting a line change. Looks like the Wild getting a couple players change, and they dump it in. 3 minutes to go. Wild down by 1. Into the near boards. Centering pass, but Blues knock it into the near corner. Blues behind their own net. That is Mayu. He has a goal tonight. And tipped up ahead. Races on, but Faber will win it. No, it's actually icing. Yeah, and that because Faber won the race. 2:37 to go. Wonder if they go ahead and pull Gustafsson here. Did not get to see if that was... I think that was Zuccarello got hurt. I don't know if he's been back. Oh, according to NHL.com, they're going with 4 forwards. Is this bad that I am happy that the Panthers and the Leafs not make it to the playoffs this year? No. In theory, I am ecstatic if the Panthers don't make it. I'd also be ecstatic if the Capitals didn't either. I like Ovechkin, but it's not enough. I can't stand Tom Wilson. It's not enough to make me, or to want me to root for Ovi. Can't ignore what you call it. We're at a Minnesota timeout. That's why we're at delay. No, I'm with you. It's partially just sick of Florida. Was rooting for Edmonton both Stanley Cup finals, and And a big part, I can't stand Rodriguez. I think he's a dirty player. Not a big fan of the Rat, Marchand, Bennett, and the list goes on. But mostly it's Rodriguez hate. All right, Wild down by 1. Gustafsson in net for the time being. Even though we're coming off a Blues icing, I'm a little surprised. Why didn't they just pull him here? All right, face off. Eriksson Ek, they win it. Quinn Hughes. And it's loose into the... Yep, now they pulled him. All right, Zuccarello's back. He sends it behind the net, and it's frozen there by Hofer. Wait, now he's heading back out? Where's the draw? Okay, he's like in the far circle. Why? Just in case they don't win the draw? I guess. I don't understand. I would just pull him. I don't understand this going back and forth garbage. And great. We're watching Gustafsson. Can't even tell what's going on the other end. They had the behind the net cam on. What are we doing, Minnesota TV? Quinn Hughes trying to dig it out. It's sent out. The Wild will have to hustle. They'll get it. And yeah, they didn't pull him yet either. This is so weird. Long pass ahead, a dump in. That looked like a hold of Zuccarello. Icing should be called here on the Blues, and now they'll keep him out. All right, 1:55 to go. This time they keep Gustafsson on the bench. We got 6 on 5. Near circle. Eriksson Ek. Oh, I thought he had the draw. The Blues get it out to neutral ice. And a dump in. Well, no, we got another whistle at 1:48. Now what's the call? Now I think they got to put Gustafsson back out there. It's normal. Yeah, I agree. I'm rooting for the Canada teams. I know everybody likes to rag on Toronto. I get it. They haven't done anything in, 60 years, but yeah, I hear you. All right, so is he still... I think they put him back in net. I'm just going to leave him out because I'm sure he's going to go soon. The puck is in the near boards in front of the box. And the Blues dump it in. Nope, he is not pulled yet. Now he heads off finally. Again, with 1:27 to go. And it's sent around the boards behind the Minnesota net. But I guess Minnesota did it to themselves. 1:15 to go. And another icing going to be called because it's just wide of the net at 1:07. Icing on the Blues. 23-22. Unless you're a Toronto fan. I don't know. I like Austin Matthews, though. And I know you're against him because he doesn't spell Austin right. No, I have no... I get it. Toronto thinks they're the center of the hockey world, and I mean, their fans are hungry for a cup because it hasn't happened in like 60 years. But I don't know. All I'll say is I like the Canadians because they're a fun young team to watch. Just need better goaltending, probably. All right, face off. Hughes nearly lost it. He's got it at the neutral zone. He was having trouble on his skates. Under a minute to go now. And they tried to get it to Kaprizov. It's into the near corner. Blues. Falk tried to dig it out. It's in the far boards. Behind. Let's see. Falk to the far corner. Sent behind the net for the Blues. Sent, well, still battling in the far corner towards the slot, and then a whistle. That looked like a pretty good diving save by Hofer and a freeze. Wow. Let's see a replay. Come on.
The Falk a couple of times, and then he sets up Tarasenko in the slot. Boy, I don't know that it gets better for Tarasenko and Hofer. Aggressive on the
Tarasenko, and what a glove save by Hofer. Wow, he robbed him. Absolutely robbed him. He was going from the near post trying to cover the far post, and he got the glove save as he was like lunging forward to cover the area. Wow. Yeah, he did rob it. It looked so much better on replay that even live it did look good, but even better. All right, quickly ahead and towards the net, and Thomas gets the empty netter from the blue line, and that'll do it. 3-1 St. Louis, barring an absolute miracle in the final moments of the third period here. Should be Thomas. And let's see. Thomas from, oh, how did he say his name again? Buchnevich? Buchnevich, I think. Buchnevich, I think. On the assist. I think that's how you say it. Thomas is 12th. All right, that's how far behind we are. 23 seconds to go. Now 20. In the neutral zone, a dump in by St. Louis, played around the boards by Gustafsson. Puck is behind the net. Minnesota not pressing the issue. 2-1. That's your final. St. Louis in an upset defeats the Minnesota Wild in St. Paul 3-1. Just a lone power play goal for the Wild. And pretty good job in net by Hofer. He had 22 saves. Gustafsson had, let's see, 22 as well, because the Blues got one empty netter. We'll give you the visualizers here of these two. Please like and subscribe before you head on out. And just a reminder, in about less than 24 minutes, we'll have Flames Ducks for you. I'll get a little more to eat. 70%, no, only 30% of you were correct that 30% of the 33 votes were correct that St. Louis would win. All right, here's the Buchnevich goal. He's number 89. Gets it in the near circle and beats Gustafsson blocker side high, just under the bar. I mean, it was top shelf. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. Nice assist by Snuggerud. And then the empty netter from the blue line. Thomas is in the slot on the left side. He'll get it. Give and go there. Takes it at the red. Sends it in before the blue. And again, shots were 24-23. 3 stars in the game. Hofer, well-deserved. Thomas. For what? They say, oh, he assisted Mayhew's goal. Yeah, that makes sense. And Kaprizov for the Wild. Yeah, the lone goal. Buffalo Sabres are king of the empty nets. Austin. Austin, right? Oh, no worries, Pack Attack. Hope you had a good meal. Finny and Minnie. Uncommon called the Blues. All righty. Nicely done. All right. I think let me get you one more update for. All right. Panthers 2, Islanders 1. Islanders finally. Okay. So it was Vilmanis and Bennett. Then the kid, the 18-year-old phenom, Matthew Schaefer, with his 19th goal. Pulak and Barzal on the assist. 15-18 to go in the second. That's on ESPN. So still more than half of the game to go. I'm going to take a break. I thank you all for being here, supporting this channel. Like, subscribe, follow on Twitch if you wouldn't mind as well. Let me put the final in there on Twitch. And I cannot type. There we go. Schaefer was the comeback kid against the Habs too. Yeah, he's fun to watch no matter who they're playing. The Islanders are fun just to watch for him. But all right. Thank you so much, everybody. We will be back shortly. Hope to see you then. If not, hope to see you tomorrow or soon. I hope you had a great weekend. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Hope you're ready for some more hockey. Otherwise, have a terrific Monday, and we'll see you back here soon. Sin Bin Stream signing out, wishing you all the best, and bye-bye for now.